Hey everybody, this is Rob Vegas and I'm checking in from Melbourne, Australia. And of course, we're back with another part of Movie Month, which is where we're looking at some old classics and some new classics and all sorts of classics in between. And yeah, we've had a lot of action, adventure, and thriller movies along the way. And today's no adventure because we're going to have an action, adventure, thriller movie. And a bit of suspense as well, because today we're going to look at a 1999 movie. No, it's not The Matrix. This one is called Arlington Road, and it stars Jeff Bridges and Tim Robbins and Joan Cusack. And this tells the story of Jeff Bridges' character, Michael Faraday, who's a university professor, and he has some neighbours move in on his street who just seem a bit dicey and a bit dodgy and a bit suspicious. And, he does wonder if they're up to no good. Now, the reason behind that is his character has a backstory where his ex, or his former wife, was actually killed in kind of like a Waco-style shootout by some militia people in North America. And of course, that's led him to become a bit paranoid and also suspecting of people, so he doesn't really trust anyone, let alone his neighbours, played by Tim Robbins and Joan Cusack, who behave in a bit of a mysterious way. They seem quite friendly on the surface, but perhaps, maybe just, there could be some kind of deadly undercurrent, as it were, to these new neighbours that have moved in next door. Now, they do have a lot of cool character moments in this, in terms of how, there's like a neighbourhood barbecue, and Jeff Bridges, his character, and Tim Robbins' character have children, and they, bond together and play and all of that. And of course, Jeff Bridges' character, with his background, he's like a university professor that specialises in terrorism, and he starts to have all this sort of suspicion about the Tim Robbins character, and yeah, they seem to gel, but not so much gel together, but gel against each other. And that creates like a lot of suspense and drama in the movie, in terms that Jeff Bridges' character starts to think, he picks up all these sort of little red flags, and he starts investigating Tim Robbins. Well, he doesn't investigate Tim Robbins, but he investigates the character that Tim Robbins plays. And he investigates and finds all these little pinpoints and little things that pop up where this guy might just be quite a bit dodgy, and you never know, because he's sort of second guessing himself every time. He has a buddy in the FBI who is played by Robert Gossett as an FBI agent, Whit Carver, and Jeff Bridges is always ringing up Agent Carver, just saying, "Hey man, something's not right. This guy is just really, suspicious and super dodgy, because he's got all these things in his past." Like the neighbour, played by Tim Robbins, he has all these sort of little foibles and things that seem really super dodgy, and it starts to drive Jeff Bridges' character a bit crazy even, and he's obsessed almost with the fact that his neighbour, the guy who's living just across the fence next door, could be up to no good. And yeah, who knows if it is or not. The movie plays out at a cracking pace. There is so much suspense. The quote on the back of the DVD says, "A smart, gut-wrenching thriller, an instant classic." And you know what? I think I'd agree with that. This one is like a real cracker of a movie. It's non-stop suspense. You know, it's a really, like, you feel like when you're watching it, there's someone, you know, looking over your shoulder. It is really creepy stuff, and it sounds and seems like it might be some kind of action blockbuster, you know, shoot 'em up sort of film, but it's not, and it's just a really good character drama driven by great actors who understand, you know, what they're meant to be portraying on the screen, and it all builds up to this just confluence of all of these characters meeting together. And you know, if you haven't seen it, I really don't want to spoil it, but it is quite an amazing ending, and they certainly don't make them like this anymore, is what I would say. Yeah, 1999 was certainly a different time, and yeah, this one might have fallen under the rug and all of that, because there was a lot of cool movies that came out in 1999, like say your Matrixes and your Star Wars and things like that. But yeah, this one is an absolute ripper of a movie, and if you can track it down, not sure where you can get it streaming online, but you should be able to find the DVD, which is of course what we've got here. Special features, there's behind the scenes. I'll have to watch that because I don't think I have. Yeah, there you go. Arlington Road, 1999. Jeff Bridges, Tim Robbins, Joan Cusack. You're in for a good time with this. And yeah, like a classic, you know, 1970s sort of thriller vibe with a lot of conspiracy and all sorts going on. So you'll have a good time. And this one gets I'm giving him a 4 out of 5 on the Rob Vegas scale. So that's pretty good. And yeah, don't miss it if you catch it. It's a good fun time, depending on your definition of fun. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you've seen that. If you haven't seen it, let me know in the comments below as well if you'd like to see it. Either way, like and subscribe and all of that. And of course, stay tuned for Rob Vegas movie chats, and I will see you soon. Cheers, everybody.
Crystal Ball says like and subscribe and leave a comment.
Hey everybody, this is Rob Vegas and I'm checking in from Melbourne, Australia, and today I'm joined by my little movie watching friend Mia, and we're here to talk all things movies. Camera's this way. Oh.
Yeah, it's raining a bit outside, isn't it?